La 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 la.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Soul Rabbit, man. It's been a long time coming, but we back with a brand new series that y'all gonna have to be getting used to, because that shit gonna be there for a minute. Welcome to In Case You Missed, where we're gonna be looking back at some classic albums, some brand new albums, looking back at all the context, the nostalgia, everything about the album, to give you a chance to reminisce or maybe discover some that you really didn't get the chance to. And today we're starting off the series with an absolute banger. We are talking about Lil Uzi Vert's LUV IS RAGE 2. This nigga lame. What a time to be alive. 2017, I'm not gonna lie, people really love to talk about the 2016 music era, just the whole 2016 in general. To be fair, it's been 10 years. Time flies, but if you really want to have an uncomfortable conversation, 2017 might have had better overall music. Not gonna tell me this shit was not a banger era. Come on now. But one of those banger albums that came out that year was like LUV IS RAGE 2, coming off of peak SoundCloud success. Now, if y'all didn't know, Uzi, before he dropped the album, was definitely big. He was getting up there. Definitely had a huge hit. I think Money Longer came out the year before, in 2016. He dropped Lil Uzi vs. The World. He also dropped The Perfect Love tape. A lot of bangers on there. He definitely solidified his name. Basically in the mainstream, we could definitely say he was definitely mainstream at that point, especially after the iconic XXL 2016 freestyle with 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry, Lil Yachty, Lil Dicky. I'll forget Lil Dicky. But wow, I freestyle. If you don't know about that freestyle, I suggest you go watch it right now, because why even? But in What Time to Be Alive, I think Uzi's at that point was really a big high, but that album really pushed him into the best rappers of his generation. I'm saying that was crazy. Now, backstory of how they was able to roll out the album was Lil Uzi got the chance to go on tour with The Weeknd that year, and ended up going back to his original roots, going back on SoundCloud, which SoundCloud at that point was super peaking. Like I already told y'all about on Lil Yachty. We still had his famous Dex, and Playboy Cardi was starting to pop off. He decided to drop 3 singles on there while he was on tour with The Weeknd. And one of them was EXO Tour Life, which you guys may not know. Well, you definitely know about EXO Tour Life. Probably his biggest song. I think it has about 1 billion views on YouTube. Fantastic song. And that whole success really brought him up to mainstream. And a lot of people at that point were really going to question Uzi. They were really thinking he was a one-hit wonder. There was really a lot of conversations. After that whole EXO Tour Life, they didn't know if he was going to be able to deliver with an album. And after following up those banger mixtapes he dropped before, they were talking shit about Uzi. They didn't really believe in him at all. But that album really proved wrong. Uzi was really dealing in there. And there was a lot of competition that year. I told y'all, like, it was an insane year. He dropped, we also had 2 bangers. One of them by, I think 17 by XXX Tentacion dropped that day. ASAP Mob's Cozy Tapes 2 dropped. Crazy good projects as well. There was a lot of competition. They didn't know if he was gonna really make it happen, and that's what he delivered. Same production, had a Pharrell feature, Nicki Minaj feature. Everything about the album, like, really encapsulate 2017 in a really great. And cover itself, really iconic cover. Not the best cover of all time, we're not gonna lie to ourselves, but like, got the Virgil Abloh Off-White, this is like prime Off-White. 2017, you had to be there, up there with Supreme and everything. You had Abloh designing the cover, just had a lot of people talking about that. And then, man, the hits on there. Like I said, EXO Tour Life was on there, and then The Way Life Goes. Certified classics. Honestly think, much as I do know, Eternal Take was definitely up there as well for Uzi. Definitely followed it up with a banger. And LUV IS RAGE is just captured. If you want to really put somebody on Uzi, it's definitely a top 2 project. You got to make them list. If it's not that, I think it's got to be Uzi vs. The World. Gotta be. In terms of controversies, one was a bit kind of clean, I'd say, until he had a few little issues, I would say. One being, he was really dabbling that satanic. That's kind of weird to learn that he was really messing with like Marilyn Manson and starting to wear them upside down crosses. Pretty weird, I'm gonna lie, that's not really my cup of tea, but he also established himself as the fashion kings in the industry. That man was just sweating. You couldn't even deny it. Look at the fit. That was going crazy. He also had the whole controversy with his ex. I call his ex Britney. know, where he had a little Britney jean jacket on and stuff. Like Britney, it was done. She actually caught a case for I think aggravated. I think he caught a case for assault on her. I don't know. She pressed charges on him and she like kind of going deep. I don't really condone assault here, but hey, listen, case got dismissed. That case maybe. I don't know if they're on good terms. That's none of my business. Yeah, Uzi, that was kind of weird. Last but not least, we cannot talk about Uzi without talking about Cardi. Cardi and Lil Uzi Vert in 2017. You had to be there, genuinely. I'm Playboy Cardi, self-titled, like Uzi features, fantastic songs. You got Looking, you got and that was the time when they had 1620. If you didn't know about 1629, it was gonna be a collaborative mixtape between Cardi. It was gonna change the game. It was gonna change the SoundCloud game. And unfortunately, it didn't drop. It got delayed. Apparently, they got so many songs together. They kept talking about it, and it never ended up dropping. We got busy on the whole thing. But luckily for us, between 2018 and 2023, we got a few leaks. Were fantastic. I'm throw it up and Big Bang. You have to be there. Anyways, enough of the yapping. I think that gave you a lot of context, man. Let's get a rank. Yeah, so unfortunately, my audio kind of messed up for the rankings. So I'm gonna just give y'all live commentary while I'm editing. So A for the intro, I put 2. I think it's great intro, one of his best intros. Then I put 444 an S. Biased, I don't care. It's one of my favorite songs in their top 5 for me. Sauce It Up, gotta be an S as well. It's a banger from Uzi, one of the best songs on the album. Still gets played till this day. Probably outside in the club and stuff, No Sleep League, I think it's okay. I think it's good. I mean, I would probably skip it, but I don't think it's a bad song. I think it's pretty good. You know what I mean? So I think you can rock with that. The Way Life Goes, people are gonna be, this is very controversial. I don't really care. I think it's a great song. I don't think it's S tier. I don't think it's better than Sauce It Up. I don't think it's better than 444. I don't think it's gonna be better than some of the songs I'm gonna put after. You know what I mean? So that's gotta definitely get that. For Real also is kind of okay. It's nothing crazy. Probably would skip that for sure. Feelings Mutual, like it's good. I would probably skip it. To keep it a buck. Neon Guts, I think it's the best song on the album. Argue with a Wall, S tier for sure, easily. Early 20 Rager, that's another one where I'm gonna be biased. It could be an S tier because it's one of my favorite songs on the album, but I gotta be realistic. I think it's an A. I think it's very underrated. Now let's talk about Unfazed for a second. Unfazed, terrible. I mean, let's keep it a bug. Bro, The Weeknd had some government required features back in the day. I ain't gonna lie, like he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely a miss, in my opinion. I think it was a miss. People might like it. I don't think so. Pretty Mommy, definitely A. Come on now, great song, classic. How to Talk, same thing as the other ones in B. It's okay, nothing to cry about. Malfunction, let's keep it a buck 50. That's a miss. X, A tier, nothing to be said. EXO Tour Life, it has to be S. I didn't want to, but it's gotta be S. Skirt, yeah, it's a B. And then Loaded, I think it's an A. 20 minutes. Gotta end it with the S tier for sure. But yeah. Boys, this is the tier list. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I think I was as unbiased as possible. Hopefully I made y'all learn a bit of new facts about the album. Hopefully I made y'all reminisce about a beautiful era of 2017 Uzi. And let me know if y'all want me to touch on another album y'all like. And drop it in the comments. If not, I'm gonna pick myself because I can't rely on niggas. Yeah. In case we missed of the year, that's certainly not the last. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna see y'all next time. This Slow Rabbit.